Today, talking about the Raycon Fitness Headphones after using them for about 24 hours of listening to various types of music, audiobooks, and just picking all different genres. So there's a lot of pros and cons on these headphones. The first is these ones are IPX4 water resistant, which means you have no problems if you sweat all over them. And your ears do get sweaty when you're wearing them a long time, especially if you have the bass boost mode on and you're working out and doing your elliptical or your rowing machine. You know, you're going to get sweat buildup because they do fully form around the ears. So you just know that they're water resistant. But not only that, and I'll show you, extremely water resistant. But not only that, they come with a bunch of different sets of ear cups. So I just happened to put these blue ones on, but I was listening with the black ones mostly until the black ones got kind of all, moist from me sweating on them. So then you just wipe them with like an alcohol cleaning cloth, like the same type of cleaning cloth that you use for any sort of leather cleaning, and then just replace them out. So easy to replace the ear cups. They have this really nice spin design where you just spin the ear cup, pop it off, and then you spin the one you want, slide it in, lock it in place, and they're actually just really, really easy to install. And I really like that about them, is how easy it is to change the ear cups on them. And you have two different types. You have the kind of the cloth ones, and then you have the kind of the faux leather ones, like that vegan leather that you can just rub and easily clean. And they both feel very comfortable, although the vegan leather ones, those ones actually do a little bit better blocking out the noise. Now, about these headphones, they have multiple different options. First of all, you get your buttons on the right side, that your back buttons here. Now these buttons right here on the back, if you just tap the button on the plus or minus, it lowers the volume or raises the volume. If you hold it for 2 seconds, then it fast forwards the track or goes back on the track. The only thing to notice, if you press the plus, it goes reverse one track. If you press the minus, it goes forward one track. The power button and the connect button to your phone is in the center. On the front is your button where if you tap it, it goes through ANC mode off, which is default state, ANC mode on, and then it has awareness mode. ANC mode on will block out most noise around you, dimming it. It's not as good ANC as some headphones I've tried. Like I have my air conditioning running and I have a fan running in high mode, especially one of those high velocity fans, and it does a good job muting it, but it isn't as good ANC as some headphones I've tested. Now, what I really like is the awareness mode. If I go out on walks, the awareness mode is the same benefit as using open ear headphones. It allows you to hear everything going around you because it basically amplifies the outdoor noise, focusing it into your ears so that you could be aware if you're walking, say, crossing the street or something, cars are coming. The awareness mode is really decent if you're outside, and especially if you're walking streets with no sidewalk. I would definitely recommend you put it in awareness mode just so you're aware of your environments, because even though the ANC isn't the best I've tested, it's good enough that you may block out noises that you need to hear if you, say, walk streets and stuff while you're actually wearing these headphones. The volume on them is excellent. Now, the other feature is in the front button is it has some 3 built-in settings for equalizer. There's the balanced mode, which has a little bit of a bass boost, and that's its default mode. And, no matter what music I listen to, whether it was environmental, whether it was audiobooks, whether it was, electronica, whatever, it all sounded really, really good. Balanced is that kind of mix, not too heavy bass, because sometimes when you have too much bass, it gets a little muddy. So it wasn't muddy or anything like that. But then you have bass boost mode, which does up the bass a little bit, but makes it a tad muddy. So that's the only difference. If you learn to have the bass kind of like feeling it more, but you'll sacrifice a little bit of those high fidelity details in the audio, then you use some bass boost. And then of course there's true tone mode, which makes it sound like as if you crank the treble all the way up and you lowered the bass a little bit. It makes things a little bit crisper. The true mode was way better for audiobooks, way better for classical, way better for where there's a lot of high octave instrumentals or singing. But I prefer, the balance was good, I like the bass, and of course when I go to audiobooks, the true mode is better because it sounds more crisp and clear when you're in true mode. So the battery life is fantastic on these. The waterproofing is good on these. I've really enjoyed using these. I've compared these to several other headphones. I like the way these sound better than my Habit BTs, but they didn't have quite as much ANC. But these are a really, really excellent pair of headphones. Again, easy to change ear cups. That's something that makes it a really stand out compared to some of the other ones, is because if your ear cups get sweaty, you could just swap them out, clean them off, and then move on to the next set. You have around 40 something hours of battery life. Right now I tested around 27, 28 hours of battery life and it worked just fine. You lose battery life with ANC mode on compared to having it off, but still excellent battery life. Really, really nice sounding headphones. These are the Raycon Fitness Headphones. See if these are right for you.